Hey whales, good morning. Happy Sunday. Let's dive into Tesla. All right. So just a disclaimer, guys, with Tesla, guys, right? This may have been the bottom already, okay? At, let's say, 280, okay? Let's say 280, this could have been the bottom, all right? And I'll make that case later, but for now, right, the path of least resistance is that we actually have one more sort of wave down into the future, okay? And that wave could really hit around 250 down to $180 per share, right? So essentially, we're working on, we put in the A wave, right? We're working on this B wave to come up and then a C wave coming down, right? So right now, Tesla is still in a downtrend, guys, right? It's still in a downtrend. So it could be very well the case where we could come up to hit this trend line, right? That's been forming and actually dip one more time. All right. But there is a case, of course, that we've already put in the bottom here. This was all of a wave 4, right? Coming up for wave 3, coming down for a wave 4 in black. And now we're working on, you know, a new impulsive structure towards the high. Okay. So the first thing I'd like to take a look at, guys, all right, is XLY. So XLY is the ETF that essentially gives you an idea of consumer discretionary, right, income, right? So this ETF is basically filled with Amazon and Tesla as its main two holdings, right? And if you take a look, we did hit exactly, right, WXY, exactly in my buy zone, the 1-to-1, right? I mentioned this in my past videos where we're waiting on XLY to basically enter this buy zone, and it did. And you can see that we're starting to get a reaction off the 1-to-1, the 214 level, right? So this area, anywhere within this area, is a bottom contender, guys. It's a bottom contender for XLY, right? So the consumer discretionary income for Amazon and Tesla, this could have been the bottom. If you take a look at Amazon as well, right? When I zoom out here, and it's correcting this cycle from the last pivot low, right, back in August of 2024, if I take some fib levels, just basic fib levels here, we are at the 382. So when you correct a cycle and the cycle comes down to the 382, you typically get a reaction, guys. And if it's extremely bullish, right, it'll actually keep making higher highs and higher lows up to the inverse fibs. So Amazon could potentially have a target of 264 up to 277, right, if it can hold, and this was the bottom at 382, okay? Same thing with the MAGs, guys. Take a look at the MAGs. Same thing with XLY. We put in a WXY wave here. And if you take a look at sort of the extensions, perfect within the buy zone as well, right? So anywhere around that could have been the bottom for the MAGs, right? So this is the ETF that basically provides the total sort of movement across Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, Meta, right, Google. So this is also a contender for a bottom. Right now, what we have to keep a lookout for is that we could actually be putting in a triple correction, guys, right? And you see this across AMD, Nike, PepsiCo, where we just keep going down, right? So what needs to happen on the MAGs is that when we do come up, right, we hold this higher low and it can keep making higher highs and higher lows like this. All right. If not, there's a triple correction in order where we do pump up, but then we get another three-wave move towards the downside. Okay, we get another three-wave move towards the downside, and we can actually be closer, right, to this level, the 618 down to the 786 before a potential reversal. So you'll see that across not only Amazon as well, right? You'll see potentially same thing. If we get a failed impulsive wave, we come down to 186 for Amazon, okay, this pivot. Same thing across XLY, right? So we're still working on a potential X wave and then a Z wave coming down, right? Possibly to here, these pivots, okay? So we just have to be careful, right? I do believe a local bottom is forming. We just got to see whether or not this is going to be a failed impulse and it's going to go down more, or if we've bottomed for sure, okay? So hence, for me as a trader, I am not doing anything right now, guys. Right? I'm not doing anything. I'm just patiently waiting, right, to see whether or not we get a failed impulse, right, a B wave for Tesla. So coming up, failed, coming down. So this is going to be same thing across Amazon, XLY, and the MAGs, right? So failed impulse coming down to hit this level for a buy. All right. Or if this was the bottom, because we are at extreme lengths across XLY, mags, right? We're in the 1-to-1 area, right? What I want to see Tesla do is start moving towards the side, break out of that trend line, and start making higher lows and higher highs. All right. And then for me as a trader, what I'm going to be doing is getting on the dips across these levels instead, right? It's too risky for me to try to catch a falling knife, right? But now, if you're an investor, guys, this doesn't really matter, right? Because these levels, you want to start accumulating, in my opinion. Anything around these levels, anything under 300, in my opinion, is a very good level to start accumulating, right? Start buying small shares. And then if it does come down, right, start getting into bigger shares, right? These are great levels to start getting into. 170 up to 250, right? So that's how I'm playing it, guys. I'm being very patient on the mags. I'm not rushing in to get in. I know trying to catch the bottom is very sexy, but for me, I think making money is even better, right? So for me, I'm in other trades, right? I'm in other trades that are uptrending rather than waiting for this downtrend to, start uptrending or go down, right? There's money to be made elsewhere, and I'll come back to Tesla. I'll come back to Amazon, Meta, Nvidia, etc., once we start uptrending again. Until then, I'll be in other trades. So I'll see you guys soon, and I'll keep you guys updated every single day. See ya.